for the first time ever, I had a gig and I was not nervous, not one bit. Welcome back to El Taylor Guitar, the YouTube channel where we talk about guitars, music, tech, and life as a musician. If any of those sound interesting, give us a subscribe. Subscribe? Subscribe. Give us a subscribe. Wow, I'm bad at this, huh? Today I want to talk about a gig that I had a couple of weeks ago, which is the first instance ever of me not feeling anxious, which was super weird. It wasn't a traditional gig. I don't get many gigs where I have to take a guitar somewhere and play music. This was a techie, creative arts and science crossover event, and it showcased different disciplines and the various ways that people are pushing art and creativity through technology. And this is what I was doing: art to sound and back again, sonification with Liam Taylor. That's me, that is. It's all about music visualization, so sonification, spectrograms, what music looks like and how we can draw sounds and turn still images into audio or even plant images into music. You know, normal stuff. I've always been an anxious person. There's something in my DNA that means I can't relax and I overthink everything, every aspect of my life, and it's distracting and I hate it. I properly hate it. Around the time that I started regularly uploading to YouTube was around about the same time that I started really actively taking positive steps towards furthering my career and, I guess, in general, improving my life. Saying yes to an opportunity is one thing, but actually being comfortable about following that up is different. I wanted to make this video not just to talk about this cool gig that I had, but also to share what I learned from doing that gig. That saying yes to things puts you in a position where you have to get out of your comfort zone. Saying yes to an opportunity for the first time is always the hardest, and the only way to get over the anxiety of following through on that is to over-prepare. You've got to know your stuff, whether that's the inner workings of spectrograms or the riffs for the songs that you've written. It's about practice and preparation, but like proper, rigorous preparation and rehearsal. Right, so I practice a whole lot and then I just stop being nervous, yeah? Well, yes and no. The truth is that this wasn't the first time I'd had a gig like this, which leads back to my earlier point of saying yes. If I hadn't said yes to the previous gigs, then this would be my first one and I would be bricking it the whole time. I got through that first one by over-preparing, and it was still kind of scary, but each subsequent gig got a little bit easier until this one, where I did my preparation and at no point did I feel nervous. And those are the two lessons I want you to take away from this video, and they apply to any discipline, any instrument, any career path. Say yes to opportunities that advance your career and over-prepare for those opportunities to make the most of them. It also really helps if you can start to identify what opportunities really will advance your career and which ones are likely to be a massive waste. Once you get into your local arts scene, which is something I've talked about in my 5-part mini-series, The Uncomfortable Truths, once you get into your local arts scene, you'll start to learn who the helpful people are, and that just makes the whole process a lot easier. Cool. So I'm really glad I put this video together. It's cool to be able to talk openly about something that actually affects me quite a lot. Like I said, I'm a super anxious person, so I'm glad that I have this platform that I can share workarounds, coping mechanisms, whatever you want to call it. I'm really glad I can share this with you guys. That's super cool. Got a couple things to finish up with. Firstly, commenter of the week this week is Rinaldo, who commented on my basic song structure video, which is like 5 years old but still pretty popular. Rinaldo says, "Hi Liam, I just discovered your channel and I want to thank you for this video. The way you explain it, that's my style. You help me a lot. You've got a new subscriber, by the way. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye." No worries, man. Thanks for subscribing. I'm glad that a 5-year-old video is still being appreciated and pulling in new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the more recent content as well. So last thing, last weekend I was lucky enough to appear on BBC Radio Cambridgeshire to talk about the Cambridge music scene, band management, a couple different things. So if you want to check that out, that'd be really cool. I'll leave a link in the description. The presenter's name is Richard Spannersready, and yeah, we just talked about music for like 20 minutes. It was really cool. If you want to find BBC Cambridgeshire on Twitter or whatever and let them know how much you enjoyed me being on their show, that would be very cool. So thanks to you guys, because actually if I didn't have this platform and I wasn't creating videos that you guys were watching, I wouldn't be perceived to have any level of value and therefore wouldn't get to do cool radio things like that. So team effort. Cheers. I will see you next week, Friday, 4 PM GMT. Toodaloo.